morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's August the 4th, Sunday. It's 68 degrees here. It's about 10:30 at Mezzanine Lake, which is we're headed to Stewart and Hyder again today. We were there yesterday and went to Salmon Glacier, and boy, that was a sight to see. And now we're gonna go today and see the salmon running in Hyder. It's a small. Stewart is a small little town, and Hyder is even smaller. And but we're gonna go back. It's such a beautiful drive there. Lots and lots of waterfalls, lots and lots of glaciers. That is unbelievable. You know, when you see one, you think you saw a lot, but when you see mountain after mountain, glacier after glacier, it's really a
waterfall after
waterfall after waterfall. It's really awesome sight. So that's why we're going back on this same highway, because we can't get enough of it. It's really a spectacular little road, and if you come up this way, I highly recommend that you do visit Stewart and Hyder and give it a couple of days, because it's just so scenic.
And be patient with the gravel road.
Yeah, it's a long gravel road to Salmon Glacier from Hyder.
But it's a must-see.
It's a 20-mile. And you know, there's a difference between lefty and cars. You know, the suspensions on cars and trucks are a lot different from suspensions on cargo van. So the cars and trucks, they seem like they go 40 miles an hour and just beating up a lot of dust and stuff, but we have to go about 15 miles an hour because we really have a tight suspension, and we're just jogging all along there. And
kind of
Jenny don't want the house to be rattling, so anyway, we made it. It took us we took about 4 hours to go up and come back, which we didn't really expect. We expect a couple of hours, but we weren't we didn't have anywhere else to go. And then spectacularly, you probably see on the video yesterday, we were driving on the highway around 8:30 and in the evening, which is still a lot of daylight, and the bears were coming out to feed, and we saw like 4 bears on the road. I really had to slow down a little bit because I didn't want to make sure that we didn't hit anybody or anything, but they hear you, they see you, and you see them, and they just jump back off the road. But we did slow down to see if we could spot some more, and it was fun. It was nice. Anyway, we're gonna bring you along. We're probably not gonna drive. We'll probably get back to camp early tonight, since I didn't have a good dinner last night. Tonight, Jenny says she's gonna cook for me. So
yes, I wanna cook a dinner to celebrate our lefty rolling in to Alaska.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pop a bottle of cider champagne.
Yeah, cider. But yeah, yesterday when we went into Hyder is Alaska. So we drove lefty into Hyder, Alaska. That's her first stop in Alaska. So we'll bring you along. We're gonna go day 2 in Alaska. We'll see you a little bit. It's lunchtime. We're at Stewart at the picnic area. It's very nice. It's really nice, cool breeze through here. Traffic's very light, little traffic going through town, but it's really a nice little quiet community. We're gonna have lunch. We have pizza, oranges, a little honey roll, some chips, some almonds, and then we're gonna go across to Hyder, and that's where the Tungan National Forest is, and then that's where the salmon run. So we're gonna go there for a couple hours and visit and just enjoy the beautiful glaciers and waterfalls and just the quiet, nice scenery. And hopefully, well, Jenny don't want to see a bear, but people stay there along that boardwalk to look for bears to come get the salmon. Jenny just wants to see the salmon. But anyway, we'll have lunch and head up there, which is 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes up the road. So let me get into this pizza. We got two kinds. We got like a sausage and everything pizza, and then a little pepperoni pizza. It's okay. Red Baron.
Notice that they don't even look up at us. Yeah, they've learned that we're up out of their territory. Yeah.
I spot the couple yesterday.
Bear in front. Get it. Oh, you're just clicking now. Are you on?
Yeah. He's big.
And the person's out too. Is that a bear or a dog?
Bear.
And why would he be stopping right? That guy. Get it good. You focusing on him?
Oh yeah. Don't mind stopping though. He's huge. You ready for dinner?
Yeah, what we having?
We got rice, grilled pork and steak, cucumber and Vietnamese fish sauce. And we're celebrating with our cider for made it to Alaska. So drink up, Norm. Bon appetit, honey.
Okay. Let's eat dinner.
Yay. Of course, we're using a mug again. And you want to drizzle over your meat?
Cucumber's good.
What do you think about
The steak is,
Walmart steak?
yeah, it's seasoned pretty good. It's not bad.
And the pork too. Hey, this one I can make bún thịt nướng, mean the vermicelli noodle, into a pork, grilled pork. Tender and not bad for frozen ready meat, huh?
Yeah, let me taste the pork. Pork is tasty. It tastes like more like a Cajun seasoning.
Tender.
Or the steak is salt and pepper, and it's good. Both of them is good, but I think I like the steak better than the blackened pork.
So how you enjoy your day?
Been busy. Saw a lot. This is the most salmon I ever seen coming upstream. A lot of salmon. It was interesting and educational. We had this volunteer ranger, tell us about the salmon in the area and how it does come up and how lay eggs and the male fertilize egg and the fighting going on between the male salmons and the fighting between the female salmons and how they pull together. You'll see in the video they were hundreds of salmon just sit there and pool in a school because they're not ready to spawn yet, and it's on a timing basis, so they know when it's time for them to go. They'll just individually go, but they basically sit in this pool kind of waiting for nature to say it's time for you to lay your eggs. So it's very interesting. We didn't see no bears though. They said they had bears there earlier eating salmon, but when we were there for a couple hours, we didn't see that happening. But still was
It's a long waiting for the bear if you're
Yeah.
lucky to see
Yeah.
it in the river.
Yeah, they don't. They just said it's really been this last week that the salmon's been in the river. So we were lucky to see that, and eventually there'll be more and more salmon coming in.
But the drive is up and down to get here and back over there. It's just so pretty, picturesque through and through. And along the way, we spot half a dozen of black bears. Quite, amazing.
We saw 2 black bears on our way back home to camp this evening. And I'm really imagine it's early. It's about 6:30 here, but like last night it was like 8:30 when we got back, headed back, and there was we saw 3. And I think the later you wait, where it's getting a little bit more darker and quieter on the street and cooler, I think more come out.
Okay, we're gonna finish our dinner and maybe good night here too, huh?
Yeah.
End of the day. And
Next couple days we're going to be pushing it up to the central part of Alaska because we're still really low. We still got a long way to go in Canada, BC, British Columbia, and then we got to go to Yukon before we go to inner Alaska, and that's where we're headed. So we got to get going because we got to
long way to
explore
go.
there.
Plus, I have been lucky also with phone service where I can upload videos. So going to Alaska next couple weeks, we don't know until we get there in terms of what kind of phone service we have. So hopefully we continue to upload a video clip every day, if not every couple days, so we won't be losing touch.
Yeah, and It is spotty here. We don't have service here. We only had it in
Going to
Stewart
town. Mm-hmm.
when we were in town.
That's
But
about
other than that,
an hour and a half drive.
yeah, but it's still, we were there only for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we went to the glacier and
Yeah.
to the Salmon River, and there's no service there. So basically, in the last 3 days, we only had service for an
Couple
hour,
hours.
a couple hours. So anyway.
All right. Good night.